Ash is a frame that I really happen to like. Not only do I like his concept, just being a legit ninja, but he is also one of those frames that's really good for endurance. So he ended up being my main frame, and I made 3 different builds for him. The first being more fun rather than good, the second being probably the best, and the third being nerfed because of one of the abilities being nerfed and still being really strong. This build is going to consist of one of my favorite, actually no, I'll take that back, my favorite secondary in all of Warframe, the Twin Gricadas. This is the Ash build, these are the Gricada builds, and this is the Nakana Prime build. The reason why I even made a build for the Nakana Prime in the first place is to handle acolytes. Well, it's to handle acolytes and to handle crowds of enemies when they start to get a bit too big for me. The only issue that I have with this build is the fact that the Twin Gricadas don't do a lot of damage, so you know, it's a bit of an issue, but you can work around it. As long as you aim for the head with the Twin Gricadas, you should be fine. The second build consists of the Dread, Despair, and Hate. These are the builds for the weapons, and this is the build for Ash. Now you might be wondering, why do I have Nourish on Ash? Well, I mean, the extra viral damage is nice on top of the Panzer Profiler for whenever the Panzer Cat dies. The main weapon you're going to be using all the time is the Despair, because you're going to be killing entire crowds with it. If you want, you can use the Despair for the entire time that you're in a survival or whatever. The Dread is more or less meant to one-tap acolytes, such as right now. The Hate can do the same thing, but I don't really use the Hate that much, simply because the Hate, it's good, it's really good, believe me, all 3 of these weapons are really good. It's just I like the feel of just running Despair and Dread more. Believe me, if you want, you can run Despair Hate, Despair Dread. Either way it works. Just know that Despair is pretty much needed if you want to keep life support up. The last build consists of the Kuva Shield Egg, the Kunai, and well, of course, the Ash Prime build. Now you might be wondering, there's an ability down there that is a bit strange to have there, because didn't it get nerfed? Yes, it did. But believe me, with this build, it's still really, really strong. Now the Kunai is used to kill the acolytes, because honestly, you're not going to be able to kill the acolytes with the Kuva Shield Egg, nor will you be able to kill them with just, you know, the finishers. However, you should be able to kill him with your last ability. I just like to use the Kunai simply because being able to potentially one-tap them is really, really nice. That is the end of the video, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Peace. Contain it, bro.
I feel, guys. Holy, I feel like.
That is wild.
I can't even finish my foot as breath.
Holly.
Holly.